well, one of the things that we've learned in Bold is kind of like is really about, it's like how you do one thing is how you do everything, but also learning about just the beauty of discipline. And I think you have like I had one vision of what I thought being like discipline was, which was like what I read in the history books about these super militant revolutionaries that like freed their whole countries, you know what I mean? And I think that the other like discipline, because the challenges that we're facing are old but new, you know, and that hope is a discipline. Like it's not something that is like inherent to who you are. It's not even, it has nothing to do with, you know, what class you're in or what your gender or sexual, like none of that actually matters. Like hope is a discipline that that is a muscle that you have to strengthen yourself. And the way that I gain hope is by learning about history, like talking to you, Judy, and talking to Cortland, and talking to some of the other folks that I really look to that have been in this work for a really, really long time. And that helps to really grow my discipline to keep the hope of my generation, of what we're up against, that we will, you know, build a revolution at some point, and hoping that if nothing else, that the organizing and the community that I'm a part of plays a role in that freedom and in that revolution being manifested. But it is not easy, obviously, because we have social media that creates an attention deficit. It also makes like being politicized a quick and easy thing to do, and it makes you feel like you're in one place, but you're really not. And that the community, the organizers, the practices, the cultural elements of our work help to also grow the discipline. I mean, help to grow the hope of what we're trying to be up to, and it feeling attainable.
Yeah, thank you, Dee. Hope. Hope is super important, and I love what you said around it not being like inherent to you are, but a thing we have to cultivate, like a discipline. I think the other thing that is coming up for me is just like, I don't know, just the importance of like, I feel like I've said it a few times, but just like what a beautiful thing it is to be a part of the movement. Like I feel grateful. Like I've been really trying to practice gratitude that like I made it to the movement. I could be a million and one other places, and like what just a divine journey to have made it to be a part of movement, and just what a beautiful thing. Struggle is like really hard. Like it's a really hard life path, and it's like a really beautiful life path. And like the opportunity to be like building an organization, it's messy, it's complicated, it is hard, but it's also like a really beautiful thing. Like getting the opportunity, I mean, what Mary Hooks's quote around like transformation, like we're transforming communities, we're transforming the world, and we're like transforming ourselves in the process. Just like what a beautiful gift that is to like be a part of like an intentional community that is like committed to the change in the world, but the change in ourselves. So just like remembering to be grateful for just what a beautiful, awesome thing it is to be in this movement, and just what a gift it is to get to wake up and like listen and learn from all the people we encounter, the people out in the community, people in the organizations. Is so just what an awesome opportunity and gift it is to get to sit down with you, Judy, and just other elders who are like really invested in revolution and believe in our leadership and want to support our leadership. So the opportunity to like get to sit with y'all and listen from y'all, the opportunity to listen from history, like Didi was talking about. So just what a gift it is, and to just really soak in and sit with that.
Yeah. And I think for me, I would do what you all have already talked about. You all have already figured it out in terms of this, which is that you really, it's so hard. I mean, all of this is so hard that you really do have to build a community around you. You have to figure out, even if it's just 2 more people, you cannot sustain this kind of struggle on your own. So you've got to find some other people who believe as you do. And that hope thing is so important. Oh my goodness. I luckily am surrounded by people who really do think you can change stuff. Right. But what you hear oftentimes in your family or whatever, why even bother? It's always been this way. It's not going to change. Look at all the forces against you. Why are you even voting? I mean, it's all of that. So you really do have to surround yourself with people who believe that if you organize and you work for it, and that you can really change this stuff. And one of the things we realized early on at SNCC, I think, was that we really could do that. That was the problem with the forces against us. They allowed us to understand. Whatever they did wrong, we then now understand that we can change things. Okay. And for me, at my age, what's amazing is that I have still that community, right? So in our 70s, I mean, I won't even mention my age at this point because I'm in total denial, but I am now going into this board meeting and I will see people I've known for 60 years. And, the women are not just sitting around knitting baby booties, right? I mean, we are actively engaged. Dottie Zellner is doing work with Palestine, Israel, Karen is still doing work. I mean, everybody is, Jennifer is still, Cortland, of course, is, going down to the LDF meeting. He's doing this. Charlie Cobb is writing a book. Everybody assumes we're not going to stop. Now, we may change how we do things, but we are still this band of brothers and sisters in a circle of trust. And I just get this email from Cortland saying, oh, what freedom songs do you want to, send me your list of freedom songs because they know that's my thing. I can't, I keep a tune, but my voice, no. But you got to have the music, right? Because as Bernice Johnson Reagan said, she said, I don't see how you do a meeting without music. So that will be all the way through. There are things that you grab onto that keep you going, and part of it is the people around me that I've known for 60 years. Doesn't mean I don't argue with them, but some of you have seen me and Cortland get at it. But it's still at the core, it is the sense that we are in the same struggle and that we will be there for each other and that's important, and then we sing, will the circle be unbroken? So